starts with Z, honestly. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I thought this would be fun, and I'm calling this the ABC Book Title Challenge. Now, I'm sure someone else has probably thought about this and possibly even done this. I didn't check, but I remembered, I was trying to think of something to do, and I remembered a while back that I did a challenge, and there was a random question about finding a title that started with the letter N, and I really struggled. So I thought, I wonder, could I find all of the letters? Now, barring a couple that I doubt are going to happen, but we'll see how it goes. So with that, we're going to jump right in. So we'll start with A, and I don't actually want to take this out, but right here is Arcanum Unbounded. Just take my word for it. It's you can see if you look really close. So that definitely starts with an A. Oh, I probably should have noted the rules before starting that. It does have to start with the letter, of course. If it starts with the, that is okay. I'm not being that strict on this. If you wanted to do like a really hard version where you couldn't use the or like A or something, if it's like got just the one specific letter or like the whatever, I'm considering it as like a whatever comma the for the sake of this. So that is going to be fair. Like I said, if you want to make this harder on yourself, go for it. But I'm trying to not make it super terribly difficult. So, next up we have B. I'm going to go with... A lot of these I have plenty of answers for, too. I know I have some other B books. But I'm going to go with Black Stone Heart by Michael R. Fletcher. This is one I'm very excited to read that I haven't yet. I recently got and did in my book haul. So that's what we're going to do for the B book. Sit that down over here. So next up is C. Oh, actually, I have a C book over there. I'll put it back while I'm getting that one. So for C, we will go with The Coward, which is by Stephen Arion. This is actually another, I have a shelf over there where I keep books that I'm planning on fitting in when I get a chance, because the ones I'm excited to read. So The Coward, so that will work for C. Let's just keep this shelf coming. I probably should get them ahead of time, but there's more over there now as I get to the next letters. So let's with D. I don't think I have an E over there. D, I'm going to go with The Darkness That Comes Before. So that's it. We're just ignoring the call it darkness that comes before. This is by R. Scott Baker. Is another one I'm pretty excited to read based on hearing a ton about that as well. So that's what we'll go with for D. Now, E, I feel like, is a harder letter. Oh, you know what? We'll go with The Emperor's Blades by Brian Staven. You know what, actually, I bet I actually have one that just starts with E, now that I think about it. I figure there's enough Discworld novels should probably help with more than one answer, but I do have Equal Rights as well, which even starts with an E. So even if you want to get technical, it works. Okay, so for F, let's see what we got for F. I haven't actually grabbed a real time book yet, so... Okay, I was about to get Fires of Heaven, and then I remembered that sitting right next to me is the book I'm currently reading, which is Fool's Errand. And this entire series starts with, I guess Golden Fool doesn't. But there's several other Fools or something, so we'll go with Fool's Errand, so I don't have to take real time off the shelf. Alright, what are we on? G. Sure, I got a G book. I see one. Okay. We will go with The Golden Key. So this one is by Melanie Rod, Jennifer Roberson, and Kate Elliott. Kate Elliott, who I really like, the other two who I'm excited to read more of as well. This was one that I'd heard a lot about, and I'm excited to also read this one. This was actually sent to me by somebody quite some time ago. I haven't gotten to it quite yet, but I'm excited to get to it. So that's G. I had to think for a second what comes after G. H. Do I know my ABCs? I guess we'll find out. H is pretty easy to find behind me. Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, book 3 in the Erewhon Mistborn trilogy. So I feel like there's some of these that are going to be harder than others. Because I'm trying to think of I now. What is that? So I said I'm not including thes. I didn't say anything about when there's an in before. So this is in the Eye of Heaven. And I'm going to go ahead and just say that this counts. Is what I'm going to go with. I think that's pretty fair. In the Eye of Heaven, it does start with in. I'm not using the. So I'll make sure for a T book I don't use the there because I've been using the otherwise. So we'll do it that way. So that's I. So J, continuing over, getting a lot of use out of this show. You guys are going to think I'm hiding all kinds of books from you because almost everything I've grabbed so far has been from the shelf. You can't see. That's right, I am hiding books from you. I don't want you to know about them. Actually, I'm showing them to you, so that's not really true. But hey, Jade will go with Jade City. This one I got in the gift exchange we did in Discord. It's one I've heard really mixed things. Some people love it, some people don't. So I'm excited to see where I land on it. There's another one I'm going to try to be getting rather soon, hopefully. That's all the shelf. You've started to see just how many books are on the hope to get to them rather soon shelf. So you know that won't be entirely true. So for K, next, I've actually got two right back here. Well, I'll grab this one, because I haven't talked about this in a while. Kill the Farm Boy, which is by Delilah Dawson and Kevin Ahern. It's supposed to be like a parody type fantasy, like making fun of tropes. This is one I was in a reading slump, and I started this to try and like get out of it. And I went through like 5 different books I'd been meaning to get through, and I just couldn't get into them because I was in a slump already. So I haven't actually gone back to try this, but the tagline's once upon a time, and that honestly sold me just for that. I feel like I'm succeeding because I've had an answer, but almost all of them have been books that I haven't read. So that still kind of feels like a fail. But hey, I'll get to them eventually. That's the plan with all of the books. Alright, so I'm getting a big stack over here. So that was K. L is next. So, well, the one with the most L's, can you see it? Can you see right here? These are stacked weird, but this is The Lies of Loch Lamora. You might not be able to see that. That's a little bit small, probably. Lies of Loch Lamora is what I'm going to go with for L. Alright, so M, I feel like I'm not looking at the camera that much, but I'm trying to constantly look around and find books for the next letter. Why does M feel hard? Oh, there we go. M. Mordu. This is a kind of oddball seeming book. I just got this one actually recently too in my haul. And I'm really interested to see what this is like. This is kind of sounding like an odd seeming book. So this should be interesting. Like a city built on the corpse of a dead god is what we have. So it'll be interesting to see. I messed that shelf up putting that back up. But my stack is getting too big over here, so I can't keep putting books here. Alright, so that was M for Mordu. So now we have N, and I think I even commented, N is the one I struggled on, but I actually think I know what I want. Yeah, that's right, okay. So, we sneak over Knight of Knives by Ian C. Esselmont. This is actually the only Esselmont Malazan book that I've actually finished. I didn't like Return of the Crimson Guard, so I did finish this one though. Alright, so that is N. Next up is O, and I shouldn't have sat down because I think that's going to be over here too. I'm trying not to trip on my mic cord. That will be the Obelisk Gate. by N.K. Jemisin. This is book 2. Yeah, there's a 2 even on it. This is book 2 on the Broken Earth trilogy that I also still need to read, which is why it is over there in that section. So that is O. Now P. I feel like that's going to be on one of the letters. Oh, wait a minute. We're literally about to read this. Making it hard on myself. Priory of the Orange Tree. So I'm definitely using a lot of ones with the in front. So I'm glad I made that rule that is okay. So man, I love this cover. Every time. I just love looking at this cover. Really hope I like the book. We're reading this in August. I feel like. Pretty sure August. I'm making a mess of my shelves. This is going to take forever to get everything just right again. But it's worth it. Okay. So. Oh, crap. Q? I don't think I have a Q book. Well, this shelf has had every... I do have a Q book. That's right. I legitimately thought that was going to be the one that stumped me, but Quest for Lost Heroes by David Gemmell. This is, I don't know which one in Drenai, but it's part of the Drenai saga. Looks like the 3rd in publication order. So, yes, James, probably not in chronological order if you happen to be watching this video, but I was planning, I think, I was going to be in order, so King Beyond the Gate and Quest for Lost Heroes was the order I was going to do. Feel free to correct me if you don't think that's the right order. Okay, so that was Q. So R. R, I feel like this should be easy. That feels like a, well, okay. I just look back and it's the first thing I see, Royal Assassin. So, I feel like the R seems like a pretty common letter. Whenever you get one of those letters that are the one they give you on Wheel of Fortune, because they're really common, you're probably okay there. There's going to be plenty. So RSTLN, so we have a couple of other good ones coming. So, well, Stone of Farewell by Tad Williams. That is book 2. I'm not gonna get that in there nicely. It'll join the stack. Book 2, Memory, Sorrow, Thorn. The series we're also starting in August. We have a busy August in Discord, so check it out if you want to join any of the buddy reads. I did R, right? Yeah, R, S, T. Alright, T. So it will not be a book that starts with the, because I haven't used the. I have a lot of books that start with the. Alright, helpful shelf. What do you got? Okay, this shelf is absolutely winning this one. Okay, it's not coming out of the box. So the middle book here, Throne of Jade, in the Temeraire series. I actually think there is another book in this, but I have this little box set of the first 3. So Throne of Jade. Also ones, I've heard, I read one Naomi Novik book and it was okay, but I've heard that these are supposed to be good. So that's why they're over there too. Slide that back there. So this T, so U. Oh, I know I have a U one, because it's another cover that I love. The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood. So that's a good U one. I don't know. I said in my heart, I just love the cover of this one. I don't know why. It just speaks to me. So that's another one I haven't read. I picked a lot of books I haven't read yet. But hey, there's still books that start with the letter. Got my cord tangled again. I'm doing the extra long extended mic cord so I can move around, and I've never used it before, nor do I usually move around much in my videos. So just bear with me. We're almost done with the alphabet. Alright, so that was U, V, V. Oh. Yeah, you can see it. Valor. John Gwen. I actually want to move those over, and I want to get the bigger ones anyway, but I need to move these over, but I have them over here right now. Stacked this way, but Valor by John Gwen is a good view one. I feel like this has gone too well, so I know we're going to get at the end, but we're still doing strong for now. So W, which I actually saw when I was looking over here, The Witchwood Crown, which is the first book of the series that comes after Memory Sorrow of Thorn. I got this for like $4, brand new basically, from Book Outlet. So I bought it even before I read MST. I'm very excited to read MST, so that'll be good. Alright, so we only have X, Y, and Z. Now, I'm honestly, I'm positive I don't actually have a book that starts with X, because the only book I could even think of is Xenocide, which I don't own, because I didn't really care for that series. Where did I put it? I'm going to dig down here for a second. Oh, I found it. Try not to make a huge mess. Alright. So I'm cheating a little bit here. But I'm going to do a spell for Chameleon because it's the first Xanth novel, and that's as close as I'm getting to a book that starts with X. But why? Actually, I do know for sure I have a Y book. I have to figure out there's the section. I have Isabel by Guy Gabriel Kay. So this one comes to mind for why. Another one, I actually haven't read any of my Kay novels, but I have a few of them because he's an author that I'm greatly looking forward to getting into. And if you saw the intro, I have no clue what book starts with Z. I definitely don't have one. No clue. Like, tell me in the comments. Like, seriously, do you know a book that's actually worth reading that starts with Z? Because apparently I needed like a Z and an X to make sure that if I ever had to do this again, I would have appropriate books. And a lot of the letters I had probably other answers I could have done. Every time I looked around, I'm like, oh, that would have been good for that one. But this actually wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be, barring X and Z. X and Z were very difficult. I do feel like I was a little bit lucky with Isabel because I don't think I would have any other books that started with Y otherwise. But for most others, as I looked around, I actually was starting to find other options. So there's the challenge. Let me know on them Z books because I have no clue. Maybe I should Google fantasy books that start with Z. I might do that. But let me know if you know of any, or just books in general, I guess. Start with Z. Excited to hear it. But this is a challenge. I didn't set any stakes. This was just kind of more for fun to see if I could do it. And I'm actually surprised it worked out as well as it did. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to tag any specific people, but I'm going to just give this as an open shout out to the Discord, to all our creation wizards over in the Wizardly Duo Discord. I'll tag you all when I post this too, but this is an open challenge. Anyone wants to do it, whether you make videos or whether you're a blogger or if you're neither, you can post it in the tag channel and do your answers if you want. This just sounds like it'd be something fun. Everybody look through, see what you find, see if anybody has any interesting selections for the letters. But that is this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure once again to check the link in the Discord if you want to see everything I was talking about with it there. And of course, if you enjoy my content and want to see more, make sure to subscribe.